Gucci Man and Pooh Shiesty. So apparently, supposedly, what's being said for the past few days now on the internet is the rapper Pooh Shiesty. I barely even know anything about that dude because, you know what I'm saying, I'm not really interested in the new era of hip-hop like that. So I don't really know about, I heard the name Pooh Shiesty, but I didn't know anything about the dude. I'm saying I'm just now knowing who the dude is for real. A little bit like, okay, that's one of Gucci Man's artists. I didn't know that because I don't really pay attention to these new era rappers and stuff like that. They trash to me. I heard an acapella freestyle from Pooh Shiesty, and I'm like, God, bro, like I'm better than you. I could rap better than you, bro. Like, what was that? Ugh, yuck. Vocabulary is terrible. Like, damn, bro. You ain't got no type of like, that shit was just nasty. Oh, man, bro. I don't know how people even listen to that mess, man. I really don't. But here's a real issue within the modern day hip hop culture, modern day street culture, is we've forgotten, or they've forgotten, the people that's a part of it. It's like they didn't forgot what a snitch is. So I'm seeing all this talk about people calling Gucci Mane a snitch because supposedly he wrote a statement or got in contact with law enforcement or something like that. Supposedly he got kidnapped or he got his jewelry robbed or something like that. I mean, apparently something happened to Gucci Mane. That dude, he did something. So he robbed him or did something. I think Gucci Mane actually kind of like admitted that in the recent diss track that he just posted up, where he said Pooh Shiesty went out like a real crash dummy. So yeah, obviously Pooh Shiesty did something to Gucci, and Gucci must have retaliated by contacting the law enforcement. Okay, but that was just a smart business move. If you're a businessman, you're a millionaire businessman, and somebody robs you of your jewelry, you think it's smart for me to go crash out with you and try to beef with you? Or do you think it's a much smarter boss chess move to just, okay, well, let me get a police report filed. Let me get in contact with the insurance companies for my jewelry. And let me go through the legal process of all of this. That's just a smart boss move. Gucci Mane's a boss. He's a boss now. He ain't no little petty little dirty street nigga. He a boss. That's a boss move. That's what bosses do. That's what grown men do. That's what bosses do. I don't need to sit here and have a petty tit for tat with you. For what? Nigga, I got millions. I'm not about to put myself at risk. And he's not snitching, so you can't attack his moral. You can't attack his moral character because that's not snitching. And what you see on the screen right here, I wanted to talk about that as well because it ties into it with the T.I. situation, because I've been seeing people bring that up as well recently, like 50 Cent and stuff. Like 50 Cent is just a troll, but people try to call T.I. a snitch too because he was on the Crime Stoppers advertisement. That's not snitching. That might be cooperation with the law enforcement, but that's not snitching. That's not being a rat. That's not being a snitch. I can't believe people then forgot what a snitch is. See, my mother had to explain this to me a long time ago. A long time ago when I was maybe 17, 18. Long story short, I was going through something. Right? But my mother taught me. She helped me realize. She said, if you ever needed to call the cops or whatever to, you know what I'm saying, don't think that you're a snitch by doing that, because you're not. A snitch is not somebody who calls the cops or somebody who cooperates with law enforcement in general. That's not a snitch. That's not what being a snitch is. Sometimes that's just being smart. A snitch, for example, years ago, I got arrested with another cat, you know what I'm saying? Another dude I used to hang with. We both got arrested for a crime, right? If somebody would have spoken about what happened, that's a snitch. Because we're both involved in this crime, and somebody decided to open their mouth to try to get themselves out of trouble. That's what a snitch is. A snitch is when you tell on your co-defendant. That's what a snitch is, because now you're pointing the finger at somebody else to try to get yourself out of trouble. That's a snitch. And that's when you definitely can attack their moral. Because morally, that's wrong. Why would you sit there and point the finger at this person to try to get yourself out of trouble as if y'all both didn't commit the crime together? You both did it together. So now you gotta face the consequences, buddy. Don't try to point the finger at the other man. You did it too. That's what a snitch is. You cooperating with the law enforcement like T.I. did and deciding to do a Crime Stopper advertisement, right? To try to look out for old ladies and children in the community. That's not what a snitch is. That's not what a snitch is, man. What Gucci Man did, that's not what a snitch is. What T.I. did, that's not being a snitch either. That's not a snitch and that's not a rat. That's not what ratting is. I just can't believe y'all, man. I can't believe y'all. Right? Can't believe y'all, man. Can't believe y'all. That's what's wrong with black culture in America anyways right now. Black culture in America, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse over the decades. At one point in time, it was, a snitch is somebody who tells on their co-defendant to try to get themselves out of trouble. That's what a snitch used to be. Now, all of a sudden, now y'all got all different types of meanings and definitions for what a snitch and a rat is. You can't just get up one day and everybody just decide to change the meaning of things. That's not how it works, man. Like, no. Y'all are crazy.